Hey guys, so I basically wanted to turn on the camera today just because life has been happening and I might get emotional throughout the video, but as you guys know, like I had talked earlier on how I'm gonna get my breast augmentation done, and I was planning on doing it August when I turned 22, but when I did some phone calls and more of my research, they don't require you to be 22 anymore for silicone. As long as you're 21, you are okay. And then initially I had plans on getting mine done in Philly, but then throughout the months I just feel like my time here where I'm living now, like in PA, there's just no more meaning to it. So I really have no purpose here in PA, so I'm actually planning on moving to Tampa, Florida. And I've been doing my research for moving since I would say December, around there, December or January. I got a whole bunch of apartments, numbers, and all of that, and I've been doing my calls. And initially the one that I really wanted, they had told me that it was going to be available for August to check back, and then I was checking in every first of the month or towards the end of a month, just because you would have to keep on in contact with them to see if any of the tenants have moved out, to see if they have any availability. So I really had my hopes up for that one, because it was $4.90 for rent, and that's a really good price. It's better than what I'm paying now. I would be saving $200. So then I called the end of last month, and they had told me none of the tenants had given them their notice, so that means they won't be able to know if they have any availability till October. And as you guys know, obviously life isn't easy and it hits you and it has its ups and downs, and I feel like I'm gonna get so emotional right now. But oh my gosh, like in the morning I was fine, but towards the afternoon it just kind of hit me, because I'm actually for the breast augmentation, I actually scheduled a consultation, and since I'm an out-of-town patient, and my surgery that I'm looking forward to will be in Miami, since I'm an out-of-town patient, for all of my researches that I've been doing and contacting the offices, they have been through email. You send in your pictures, and then they evaluate you with the coordinator, and then they send that information to the doctor, and then he gives you the okay. They all gave me the okay. They all gave me their prices, but Miami is cheaper. And the doctor I'm going with, it's really reputable. He has really good reviews, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I had made the consultation for the end of this month, June 30th. So the way I'm going with it now is, once I get my surgery, I don't want to come back to PA. Like, I will be moving down there. I'm gonna be living in Tampa. So the only thing is, once I get my surgery done, and I don't like bothering people, so I will have an on-call nurse after the surgery for about 2 days. depending on how I'm feeling, which the facility provides the nurse for you. Just in the beginning, it just sounded really like easy, I know, but I know towards the process of it, it's gonna, you know, not be easy, because I had called them and I had told them what is the resort's name for the on-call nurse, and then they had told me that you have two options. Either you go to a hotel and hire a nurse, which I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out if I put my head to it, but I just want, you know, the facility to provide me with a nurse. So that was the second option, which they have what they called a cabana, and then they schedule you a nurse to be with you, and then through email they're gonna send me on the pricing and all of that, hopefully tomorrow. So that's that. And like I told you guys initially, I had planned to do my surgery August 15th, after my birthday, but I'm just not motivated anymore here. Like, I've been living in this apartment for 2 years now. It will be 2 years in August. But once I do my move, I'm actually doing tomorrow an application for an apartment that is for $630 a month, since that is the only one available at the moment. So I'm gonna do that application, send it through, send all of my information. And the thing with apartment communities is they require a lot of information. They want pay stubs. If you move down there, they want a letter of you having a job, like the letter of acceptance. So right now, I don't know if you guys know, but I work as a pharmacy tech as well. And then there's more to stories on my freaking job, since I had two. So I'm still at the pharmacy, so I'm gonna be transferring. I put that through today. To 6 locations in Tampa. So that's that. So then once I send the application through, they review it. They'll let me know within 24 to 72 hours if I'm okay, if they approved it. And then if they did, then I'll move down there, most likely the same day I'm going in for the day of my consultation, which is the 30th, so it can be all in one shot. And then I'm actually gonna be driving down there. So I'll be driving down there, let's see where almost 9 minutes. So I'll be driving down there, and it's a 12-hour drive. I'm gonna be only taking the things that I really need, like my clothes, maybe like a microwave, my TV. I'm not gonna be taking my bed because it doesn't fit in my car. I only have a 4-door car. But yeah, my portraits, like little stuff like that. With my furniture, I was actually planning on putting it on a storage unit, but those storage units go for about $50 a month. So I was actually thinking of maybe just putting it at my parents' for now, till I get myself actually situated and get the whole feel about it down there. Just because of the whole jobs and things. So that's that. Because actually the cheapest time to move, and that moving companies will give you the cheapest price, is during fall time. So when classes are back in session, September, mostly October through March is when the prices are really cheap. they're really expensive when classes are out during summertime. So just the way life is right now, like I can't take all my stuff down there. And if I did with the whole moving company, I got a quote of $1,000 and something, but the company was just a little, it was just a little bit confusing because they do it by boxes, and I don't have boxes. I told the lady I had furniture and all of that. So she sent me an email, she gave me the quote, but there was another moving company that they were ranging for $2,000, which is ridiculous. Like, but I don't want to go broke, you know, just for like a move, you know. I want to have my place, have my job secure, and then I can bring all my stuff with me, you know. So that's that. And then let's say the apartment that I am putting the application through right now, if it doesn't work out, I will most likely tomorrow I'll be looking at Craigslist or stuff like that for a 1-bedroom rent. So even if I have to live with other people, which you guys know I'm not comfortable with, like I like being on my own, and I'm not a social person, like, so I don't know how that's gonna be. Like, I've never lived with other people other than my family, especially now that I'm grown, you know, grown up a little bit, as I would say. I don't know how that would be. So I mean, it would be interesting, and I guess I can like break out of my shell if I do live with other people. Like, I know there's some places in Tampa where you can live with students that live like near a campus, and it's an apartment, so they do like a 4-bedroom by 4 baths, and you share the whole apartment, but you get your own bedroom. So I mean, I'm thinking about that as well. If worse comes to worse, I'll do that. Or it doesn't even have to be like in the campus area. I can just live with other strangers. And if that doesn't work, I don't mind. You know what, I don't actually mind like living in my car for a little bit, to be quite honest with you, because I've really wanted this, and I hate the fact that I'm getting so emotional, but like life is just hard. Like if you don't do nothing to change it, like you're gonna be in the same position, and you know, you're not gonna progress and accomplish your goals. Like, and if things like this don't scare you, like, then your goals aren't as, you know, high. So it is a scary process for me, but I just want to start fresh. I want a new chapter. I feel like me being here, it's not doing anything for me. I'm not growing over here. And I'm gonna miss my family. I'm gonna miss my mom, my dad, my brother, my little niece. Like last week, I hadn't seen her in a couple of days, and she goes up and gives me a hug, and oh my gosh, it was so sweet. Like, those are the moments, like, when it like came to my head, like, I'm really gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss this so much, because it's not like I can just drive over within 15 minutes like I am right now if I were to live over there. So I mean, it's a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit scary, and I know I can get through with it. I know I'm strong, and I will get through this. You know, if things in life don't change, like, you know, life isn't supposed to stay the same. Life is about ups and downs, and that's how you know that you're alive, because you're feeling emotions, and you know, you're going through obstacles and things are changing. You know, that's what I know, that's what all life is about. So, oh my gosh, I just, within the afternoon, like I said, I was just crying in my bed, just praying that everything goes well. It's so scary, but I just, sometimes I think to myself, I'm just like, I just want to grab the car and just get out of here. Like, I just want to leave. So now to my job that I had, my full-time job, if you guys know. Now I'm not sure if I can really speak on it or what, or maybe I'll put it in later, but my ass got fired. My ass got fired today. Like, I've never been fired from a job. And I guess everything happens for a reason, because my initial thought today was obviously to do the calls I did with the apartments and the surgery center, and depending on the answers they gave me, which are the answers that I wanted today, I was gonna email my manager and ask her for me to take the paid times off days that I had scheduled for August, because August 14th and 2 weeks from then, which would have been the 20th or something, that would have been 2 weeks. So before I would have left in August, I was gonna tell her my 2-week notice and not come back, because I was gonna be in Florida, living there. But today, like I said, I was gonna do the phone calls, which I did, and then I was gonna email her, tell her to, because I had still 9 days left, so that I was gonna take within next week and the week afterwards, and then from that, once I had finished those days, I was gonna give my 2-week notice in, which would have put me roughly around the end of this month, in the beginning of July. So I guess everything happens for a reason, and I've been in the job for more than 2 years, a little over 2 years. So after a while, I'm pretty sure all of us, we get into that point where it's just not the same. You don't feel motivated. You kind of wake up and it's like, this all over again. I started to be late. I just didn't care anymore. Just my energy wasn't there. Motivation was obviously not there. I guess you can say it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same at all. Because I was just, my head was already in, I gotta get out of here. I gotta do something else with my life. So there's where I'm standing now. So maybe I'll elaborate on that whole job and how it went today, once I left, later on. You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it now. There's not much to it. Basically, I went in today and I saw a car there that car is usually not there. We go in at 8:30 and the doors open at 9. So once I go in, there's a car there that I don't recognize. And I'm like, something's up. Something's definitely up, you know. So I ring the doorbell. and the manager opens the door and she told me, I need to talk to you, come to the office. So I went to the office. I'm like, okay, something's up. I know something's up. And I guess I was already ready for it, I guess you can say that. I had written warnings before because of my lateness, and the manager isn't the easiest to get along with. I won't do any bashing or anything like that, but you can just imagine like the things that go on in a workplace. So I go in, and then she makes a phone call, and I can hear it ringing because she put it through speaker. Then she closes the door and she's like, as you know, we had spoken about your tardiness and all of that. And once she said tardiness, I'm like, okay. So that Friday that had passed, we had an 8 o'clock meeting, even though I don't know why she does 8 o'clock meetings, because she talks about the same thing every freaking day. So I was late for the 8 o'clock meeting. I ended up coming in at 8:30, and I feel like everything happens for a reason. I cannot stress that enough, because every Friday that we have meetings, I will always put my alarm earlier, so I would wake up and be there at 8. Well, this Friday I had put it like any normal day. I didn't put it earlier, and then once I look at my time, when I go in at 8:30, I leave my house at 8:20. Once I looked at the time and it was 8:20, I'm like, oh shit, I missed a meeting. Yeah, I didn't think much of it. I missed the meeting. Oh well. I'm usually late, you know, sometimes, and I'm just like, oh well. And I don't speed or anything, because my whole thing is I'd rather be there late than never. So I was late, and she had something to do that day, so she had to leave at 8:30. So, you know, I wasn't there for it at all. She left. We didn't speak for the whole day. Sometimes it's like that, you don't speak for the whole day. So back to the office today. Phone was ringing, and she had put the district manager on the phone. So he was there. He didn't say much. He was just like, yes, I'm on the line. And then she had told me they had decided to terminate me. Prior to that, once she told me the company has decided to terminate you, I was like, sounds good. I know that's so freaking savage of me to say, but like, honestly, that's how I felt. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I wasn't motivated at all. I guess I was just waiting for that to happen, because when something drastic doesn't, you know, happen in your life, and you're kind of just waiting for that to happen, just so you can take that leap of faith that you've been wanting to take. So this just gave me every single motive to just go to Florida and like be there, you know. And I've always wanted to travel and all of that, so we'll see where life takes me. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be looking for another, you know, full-time job over here in PA, because it just doesn't make sense if I'll be moving by the end of this month. So that's that. If you know me in real life, I don't like telling people my plans. Right here on YouTube, I will tell it to you guys, just because it's a real relief for me, and I feel like it's a stress reliever. I just feel good talking about these things, just because I know there's people out there that might be going through the same thing. But when you say it to people that are close to you, it's different. I don't know if you understand me. And it's not that you have like anything against that person, not at all, but it's just really different. And you're not supposed to tell people your goals, because people will always, you know, have that upon you. Like, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? It's been X amount of time. You should be doing this, you know, and all of that. And this is just not good energy. Yeah, so from now on in my personal life, I really don't tell people what are my plans. Just basically, if you see it happen, you see it happen, and just know that people grow and people change for the better, and that's how life is. But yeah, guys, I don't know if I have anything else to say, but I feel like I really had to talk about this. Life has just been a freaking roller coaster for me. Like, I know a couple months ago I went through such a downhill. It was such a downhill, and I usually fall into this downhill, I've noticed, once I have like a lot of alone time, mostly when I have vacation days from my jobs. Since I always keep myself busy with the 2 jobs, you know, it doesn't give me much time to actually sit and think about my life and where I'm going, until I have those days off where I'm just supposed to be relaxing. And I do relax for a little bit, but then everything like sinks in. I'm not sure if you guys experience that, but if you guys do, please let me know, and we could chat in the comment section below, or you can send me a private message. But yeah, you can just imagine the dark side that goes through your head when you're really down. And then the month afterwards, I was happy. You know, like, time is the best healer. I know time is the best healer, and everything gets better. But every time, you know, you're like into a deep hole like that, it's hard. It's really hard. Like last month, I went to Ocean City, Maryland for Memorial Day weekend, and me and my friends, like, it was all the 4 of us, and we're all girls. We had the best time. Like, we always have a good time every time we're down there, and we usually do it every year. This is my 2nd year going down there, so we have such an amazing time. It's freaking drinking every day that we were down there. We were down there for 6 nights, so it was really nice. We were going to the bars, going to the clubs, meeting new people, chatting it up, being social, like, just getting to know people. It was such an amazing time. Then to think now that, you know, I'm down again, and the fact that you don't know when you might be up again and laughing and all of that, like, you know, it's difficult. But I just want you guys to come in this journey with me and see what happens. I guess we'll both see what happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if anything, if you have any questions, or if you want to chat or anything. Thank you. Bye.